So in my last video, I was talking about how one can only truly experience the absence of thoughts when one is truly surrendering to the higher intelligence. And then some people have asked me, but how to surrender? And I was really trying to find a way to not only make you understand how to surrender, but really makes you surrender. And the best way I came up with is to tell you simply, or ask you to watch this video without trying to grasp what I'm saying. Can you simply watch this video without trying to understand what I'm trying to tell you? Can you just be here and listen, relax, and have absolutely no mission, have absolutely no purpose, just be carried by the moment? You see, because, most people are trying to get a sense of security. Most people feel insecure deep down. And this insecurity is the reason why most people do what they do. People are unhappy with their job, but they do it anyway because at least it gives them a sense of security. People are unhappily married, but they stay because it gives them a sense of security. But even if you have everything that gives you a sense of security, you're still unhappy. Now you have a lot of responsibilities, and deep down all these things are fleeting. They're not really as stable as you want them to be. And all you wanted in the first place was security. So you're grasping. You're trying to grasp something. But we don't have infinite power. So as soon as you're grasping something, the time will come when you just have to let go, because you don't have infinite power. You cannot hold on to it forever. At some point you have to let it go. When you have something precious and you're holding on to it, at some point you will suffer, because it takes energy to hold on to it. And the kind of security that we really want is to feel free and secure without any effort. But if we are trying to get security from something that we have to hold on to, then that means that there is a kind of unstable, false kind of security that requires effort. But at least it gives us a sense of control. So you're just like a wave in the ocean that is trying to become something. An ocean that is trying to hold on to a wave that is trying to hold on to another wave. Or a wave that is trying to hold on to its own form. Because it's scared to lose the water. But as soon as you see that it's impossible to lose anything, then surrendering isn't something that you do, but it's something that has already happened. It's like you recognize that you cannot do anything to tune into this intelligence that will carry you, because it was, in the first place, the only thing that was carrying you all along. This kind of intelligence that is beating your heart, that is making your lungs breathe, that is making your thoughts think, that is making your decisions. It's not you. Don't try to grasp it. It's not something that you have to grasp. I mean, you can understand it on an intellectual level. It's a very interesting thing to talk about. But to really experience it, you don't have to understand it and do it. It's like the universe is your parent, and you find yourself in the role of a child, and you're just like tuning back into this feeling of being carried by the parent. It's not my problem, my parent will take care of it. You have a problem that you cannot solve right away, or you have to hold a speech and don't know what to say. Things that you cannot control, and you're accepting that you're blind right now, and you're blindly trusting, and just see what's going to happen. And you'll be surprised if you really are willing to take the risk and open up to the unknown without knowing what's going to come. Just spend one day without planning. But be open. Doesn't mean that you have to isolate yourself. So have no plans on being isolated. It means that you are ready for everything. Just be as you are and be open. So you cannot surrender, because the one that's asking how to surrender is asking this kind of question because he wants to have a tool, a method. Tools and methods are for people who want to have control over life. But people who have surrendered have absolutely no control over life. They have understood that having control over life is suffering, is resistance, is the root of evil, of conflict. You start to notice that there's kind of like an intelligence that works in a similar way, like, with, it's like this hive mind that bees and ants have. They don't have separate will. Like you're tuned into the will of the whole, and suddenly you just make right actions, you make right decisions. Sometimes you don't even know if they are right, but it just comes out of nowhere. This wasn't a decision that you have made, it's just happened. And it works. That's why it's called mysticism, because it's a mystical experience to live like that. I don't know who's managing everything, but it's definitely not me. It's like the natural way of the universe is meant to be harmonious. So when there's no separate will, no separate doer, no separate controller, then naturally what's going to happen, what has to happen in your life is harmony. But as soon as you're like, I'm here and I have my own will and I want to make sure that everything will be right, and I want to make sure that everything will go harmoniously, and it's like it creates the illusion of disharmony. Like the experience of disharmony is real, but it is an illusion that is believed in, and all of a sudden what's created is opposition in this harmonious field that is so natural, usually. But we live on a planet that makes it seem like it's not natural. But if you observe nature, you see that nobody is controlling nature. It's just an ever-present underlying intelligence that is doing it. And you're not excluded, but you can choose to live a life that makes you feel like you are excluded. So letting go is not really something they can do. But by dropping the question and by just surrendering, not asking how, but really just, it's like you're a sailor on an ocean, you're scared of the water, and you simply say, okay, I'm ready to dive. You'll flow with it. And you'll see that that's the source of happiness. It's not deadly. It's not going to kill you. It's going to take care of you.